Grieving is part of life. As a caregiver for my husband who's living with Lewy body dementia, a part of me has been grieving for 5 years now. But suffering comes from me thinking things should be different than the way they are. I'd prefer things to be different than the way they are. Of course I would prefer that my husband was clearly with me the way he was for the 50 plus years we've been together since this all started. But I am trusting that there is actually a bigger plan going on, and I may never know what that plan is. And that's okay. Here I am with a few moments, obviously, by myself outside. Ben fell asleep again. I've been getting these gifts in the morning where he falls asleep and I have some time to come out and care for myself. And I've been praying about that because I know that I need to take care of myself, and I'm not always sure how when, so much of my day is spent, of course, taking care of his needs. But just coming out and being in nature, connecting with all of you, brings me peace. And I'm reminded again that I don't know what life would have been like if this hadn't happened. I have no idea. And the truth is, Ben had a high sensitivity to sound that became he had that since he was a kid. And he damaged his ears through years of playing music and didn't know it was happening. And he developed a condition where he was actually hypersensitive to sound, and sound was painful to him. I haven't shared that much of our story because I kind of forgot. I've been so caught up in what was going on in the present that I forgot how painful life actually was for Ben when he had to shift from, the love of his life, aside from me, of course, which was music. And, he had to give up playing live gigs, and he couldn't run the recording studio that he ran the way he used to. So, life had really become painful for him, and he was suffering. And so the truth is, I believe this is actually a softer and gentler way for him to live. That came to me one day when I was praying to have a different perspective on this whole experience. And I didn't get the answer right away, but a couple of days later, I was just driving along, and all of a sudden, this idea popped into my head that this gives Ben an opportunity to just let go and relax and play in whatever dimension he wants to be in at any given time. There's no more pressure for him to create, no more pressure for him to relate to me, no more pressure, to just be in the world which was painful for him. So for all of us that are caring for our loved ones and are suffering ourselves because we think things should be different, let's just keep asking God for a different perspective and see what comes to us. It brought me some peace when I had that thought. I was like, oh my gosh, this might actually be better for Ben. So please share in the comments, if this is helpful in any way. This is just what came to me this morning to share with you all. And so much love going out. Oh my gosh, caregiving is the most daunting journey of my life, but it's also been one that's been filled with miracles. And, I have come to have a relationship with God, with my faith, that I never had before. That's actually brought me more peace too. So once again, with much love, this is just going out to all of us who wish things could be different. Maybe it's better this way. Maybe.